So first of all, we'll do tuple and list in Python. Okay. So so let's start with the tuple and the list. Okay. Let me just turn on my the Paint app because I don't want any delay. So I will use this. Okay. Perfect. So we got everything I guess. So let me just do one thing. I will set up a compiler right away. So let me use this Python file because anything works. We don't have any issues. Okay. So this was our old instruction code. Let's skip that. So in Python, so array is just a data structure. Okay. So array is just a data structure which can store values, multiple values at once in one single variable. So what I'm saying, array will be a data structure. Okay, which can store, which can store multiple multiple values at once. Okay. So let me just start. Yeah. So in Python, generally we prefer using list and tuple. So we are going to talk about more list and tuple. So there is not a big difference between a list and tuple, but you should be learning it. Okay. So I will using the person. With respect to- Okay. So okay. So what is tuple? So tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable, same as array. Okay. So what we just learned as a what are like you know what are arrays? The same things you can say is tuple. Tuple is the same thing as an array. Okay. So so if I'm considering if I'm let me close this tab. Okay. Okay. So if I'm looking at the tuple. Okay. 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 I don't know. Okay. So mm, so tuple, right? Let me pause this video. Kinda irritated. Yes. So you can say tuple is the same as array, but as you can see, there are tuple is the one 4-bit in data type we Python used to store the collection of data. And the other three are list, set, and dictionary with different qualities and usage. Okay. So so what makes a tuple different is a tuple is a collection which ordered and unchangeable. So mm, you can't change the order and it's unchangeable. So we will just look at the practical explanation and all. Okay. So first of all, for our tuple, yeah, okay. So I will just tell you the basics about this. So you can see it's an array. So what we can say, as we can say like that. So first of all, we will give it a name. So what will be our syntax? You can say variable name. Then we will use the equal to assignment operator. Then we will just assign the value inside a function bracket. So we can say if it's string, I can say uh, val1, I can say val2, and val3, val3. Okay. So you can store as many values you want. So that's not a problem. Okay. So if we see this example, so it has created a tuple called my tuple, uh, which is currently using which is getting the apple, banana, which is storing apple, banana, and cherry, which are just a string, nothing else. Okay. So this is just storing a string inside X. So for creating a tuple, we will just write a variable name. So it can, for our case, let us assume I'm creating names, and inside that I'm just adding random names like any random names. Let me choose like a fruit. Okay. So mango, pineapple, cherry. Easy like that. So if I want to print this tuple, what I can just say here is print and then fruit. Okay. So if I just run it, uh, no, with the file or directory because I'm at wrong directory. I'll just to say the desktop. Then I will type here python main.show.py. Py. See, we got the output mango, pineapple, cherry. So this is how we can print a tuple. So let me do one thing. Let me check out the stream whether it's loading or not. Just give me a second. Okay, so it's not loading here. Give me a sec. So I just told you what is a tuple and how it works. Okay. Okay. So now we got the idea how to make a tuple in Python. So when we will use it, okay. So the when we are going to use this, when we need to make multiple elements, we need to store multiple elements. Like if I just make, I need a list of random numbers. For example, if I list a list of random numbers, I can use it. Okay. So there are a lot of functions like you can say length, type. So that's not like not a any specifically big function. So we will just use okay. So if if I want to get how many number of items inside the fruited, so what I can do, I can call a function called length. So what this function does, it will print the, it will give the length. Okay, this is the work function use of the length function. So if I just print length of fruit, so what can be the answer? So if I'm saying inside my fruit tuple I have mango, pineapple and cherry, these are the three items, right? So so the output should be for this is 3. So if I just do python to into.py, you can see I got the length as 3. Okay. So that means if I want to found, if I need to get the length, I can use the function called length. Okay. So next thing. So next, this was about the length. Okay. So the next thing will be, uh, let's see. Okay, so this was a fruit as a string one. Okay, so this was a string one. So we'll make one more tuple for number. For example, if I just make, you can say num, and I have num 4, 5, 6, 5. So these are my nums. So I can just print their length. If I want to print their length, what I will type? I will type print length of num. So what will be the output? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try it out, okay? Try it out. So there should be the output should look like this. The output should have first 3, then 5. Okay, so let's run it. See, now we have output as 3 and 5. So this is the function len. So len is used for getting the length of a tuple. Okay. So the tuple is like there is nothing much to store in the tuple. Like there is nothing else and all that much to learn from it. So so if I go with the now let's move with the access how to access the tuple. Okay, how to access the tuple. So we know there is also a function called type of and all. You can also try those, but we don't need it. So first of all, we will look at the axis of tuple. So as a normal array, we also use the square brackets here. What it means? What it means? If I just print what fruits, if I just print fruits here, let me comment this out. If I print the fruit, the output will be this. Let me comment this also. Okay, the comment will be this. So the output will be this. Okay. So thing is, we have the fruit, right? But what if I just want to access only pineapple, or I just only want to access cherry, right? Right. So if we look at this in programming languages, the elements get the indexing with 0, right? So indexing start with 0. So if I'm saying that the mango will be on the 0th index, pineapple will be on the 1 index, and cherry will be on the 2 index. So if I want to, if I just copy this and let me put it in the paint. So if I want to access this pineapple, okay, if I want to access this pineapple, which is on index 1, what I can say, is just give me the fruits of the one. Why one? Because this is on 0, this is on 1, this is on 2. So what will I say? Give me the this element, which is the second element, which have the index 1. Give me this element, which is inside fruit, right? Are you getting the point? Are you getting the point? So what I'm just saying here is like if I want to access anything from the tuple, what I can say, just give me the element of this index, right? So what is an index? I will just give a short brief. So in a array, you can say in programming, the element is stored somewhere, right? For example, these are my list of elements: 1, 5, 3, 12, 7, etc. So each element will have an index, okay, which will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So same as if I name this thing A and I want to access this 12, what will I say? Give me the give me the 3 of A. So what will be the output then? It will give me 12. Now if I go same, if I do the same thing here, if I want to get pineapple, what will I say? I will say give me the give me the fruits of fruits of 1. Let's see what will the output if I do the print me fruits of 1. See, I got the pineapple. If I make it fruits of 2, see, I got cherry. If I have to make fruits of 0, if I got one. So, and if I just put it fruits of 11, which is not there, and there is only 3 things, what will happen? It will show me the error called index error out of range. So, so read this properly. If it is giving you the error, list index out of range. So sorry, it is tuple index out of range. So it will be the same thing. So what it's telling that? It's telling what you are trying to access is out of range because what is our range is 3 and how the code is taking the range using our len function. We can say that. That's just example, okay? It's just example. So if I just say print length of fruits, so and if I run it, you can see my length is 3 and you are trying to print the 11th element. So whether it will be possible, it will be not possible. So yeah, so this is about how you can access the element. Okay, so can I print these things with a loop? So we'll see that how to print these things with loop. Okay, because certainly a lot of guys get confused like how can we just print or why we even need to print them with a loop when we can just type the print and just give the so why we need it, right? So when you need to access a specific ith position, you will use that. For that reason, we need to learn how to access that with loop. Okay. So for that, what we are going to do, first of all, what I can just simply say, for I in fruit, and I will print I. Ah, sorry, I had to remove this one line. This one was okay. Let me make two. The output will be pineapple one. So if I run this now, we can see. Okay, perfect. So let me just comment these two lines because this will just create confusion. So let me run it now. See, I got the output. Okay, so so it was easier, right? What if I don't want to use this format? What else I can write? This is the only one way to use the loop for printing this. Okay. What is the other way? Other way is I can say for I in range, I in range 0 comma length of what? Length of fruits. And what I will say? If this is the condition, what you can do? Just print the what is the name? Fruit. Fruits of I. See, now we are using this syntax, right? We are using this fruits of I. So what does it mean? Because what we learn, we can write their indexes, right? We can write their indexes. Then why we are writing I here? Okay. The simple thing is what this loop is doing. What do this loop is saying that change this I value between this range, which is which is from 0 to the length of fruits. So if I just copy this statement, if I just copy this statement, what I can say? Uh, I will just so what I'm saying will end. Oh, my OBS got disconnected. Okay, OBS got reconnected. So you can also add one more condition when this loop will end. Like when the high and low is on the same position, you can make the condition end. yeah, just thing. So this is just how the binary search works. Okay. So don't worry if you didn't get it. While coding, you will get this completely. Okay. So first of all, let's do the linear one, the basic search. It's simple. We will have a nums with some, values like 7, 4, 2, and 3, 3, 53, 2, 6, 9, 8, 7. And what we'll do, we'll just search from it. So for that, I will just make a target variable, get, and my target will, for example, 4. Let me make it more, that's it, 4. So, okay, 4. Okay. So I will make a function that, let me call it what? Let me call it as mm, 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 linear sort of something. So linear search, or I will call it simple search. Okay, so I will call it search, which will take uh, list and target. Okay, and what will it do? It will just run a for loop for I in, you can say, the nums, and for I in nums, what we have to do, check if if I is equals to what? Target. We will return, we can return a string called target found, or we will just simply return target not found. So like that. So what I will do, just print, then I will call the function. What was the function name? It was search, and so now we'll just give a nums and comma target. So if I just run it, you can say it's saying target found. So if I change my target to 9, and if I run it again, see target not found. So this is how the basic linear search works. So now binary search. So for binary search, we learned that finding mid is crucial part. Okay. So so you had to understand the formula behind it. How you can find a mid. Okay. Oh, I was before that I didn't show the theory, right? I should show you some theory.